This might be the perfect compact travel coffee grinder. It's also good for at home. Now it's from Nuttie, and it's basically this capsule. It has a nice little grippy handle to it and up to 24 different settings. I'm going to show you how it works, and we're also going to check out the grinds from fine all the way up to coarse to see if there's a big difference. As you can see, it comes with some pretty nice packaging here. You get your manual, which you will actually need for this system because it kind of teaches you how to use the settings. I'm going to show you that in a second. Then you get a rechargeable USB-C to USB cable. You get what is a little cleaning brush. Kind of looks like a makeup brush. Clean out the coffee grinds. And then this is the main device right here. So as you can see, it's like I said, a capsule design. You have this nice handle here, which is rubber, makes it nice and easy so you can pick it up. Now, inside the top here is where your beans go in. You can see it has a nice deep area in there, so it can hold a decent amount, enough for a couple different servings for sure. You have some indicator lights right here. The circle is the on, the X is the off, and then in the bottom here is where our coffee grinds will go. Now, I want to talk about this settings system right here, because this is a very important part. Now, when you turn it clockwise, eventually it will come to a stop, so you can't actually turn it anymore. That's actually your starting point. Now, every time you turn it left, counterclockwise, from that point, every time you hear a click, that's 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's basically a counting system. So if we go to our setting, if we go to our manual here, what you can see is it tells you how many turns you need to get a specific amount. So for example, espresso, you'll turn it 4 times up to, and then you'll have cold brew all the way at 24, drip coffee at 10 to 16. So to start for this, what we're gonna do is turn it all the way clockwise, and then we're gonna do 3 for espresso. So that should be espresso. We're gonna put this back on like that. So I got a nice bag of coffee right here. We're gonna open up our top. And we're gonna put our top on. And now we're gonna hold our, so that should start grinding beans. And we'll open up our bottom. You can see how quiet that was. Okay, I wanna get a little bit more than that. Let's run it for 10 seconds. Okay, I didn't quite stop that on time, but pretty close. And now what we're gonna do is put out, that is for what would be espresso. Oh, you can see quite a bit got stuck up there too. Now you can see how fine that is. Very, very powdery. So what we're gonna do is turn this 1, 2, 3, 4 more, and we're gonna run it for 10 more seconds. Okay, now let's see, this should be quite a bit more coarse. Make sure we get any grinds off that. Let's see if I can feel a difference. Yeah, so this one definitely feels more powdery. We're gonna do 4 more turns. So we should be at roughly 13 or 14 setting. Let's try this again. Okay. You can see too, it looks like there's less grinds, but I think that's because it's more coarse. So now I've turned it all the way to 20. So this is close to the max coarseness you can go. Let's see. All right, let's see. This is our last batch. Oh yeah, look at that. You can just see the darkness even. So starting at pile number 1, our espresso. It's very fine and powdery, as you can see. Number 2, it does feel similar-ish, but definitely getting a little bit more coarse, although the color looks almost identical. Now, number 3 was when we were starting to get to that 13, 14 setting, which I think you use closer for drip coffee. Now this, for instance, you can see a difference. It's actually quite a bit darker than the previous two as well. And then the last one, which was the most coarse, you can really tell it looks almost like pebbles, right? Compared to those are more like sand or dirt. So quite a bit more coarse, a lot darker as well. Now, last thing I want to test is how long we can run this for, and will it fill up this whole thing? So we're just going to leave it run and see what happens. Okay, so it ran for about 35 seconds. Now let's see. There's still coffee beans in here, so it didn't use up all the coffee beans. Let's see if this is full, or if that's just a max 30 seconds. So it's not quite full, but it did give us quite a bit more. So that might just be the most amount of time it'll run for in between you emptying out this capsule. So that's important to know as well. So overall, I mean, I like the design. I love this as a travel espresso slash coffee grinder. Realistically though, if you're drinking a ton of coffee and you're making big pots, not a good solution. If you're making espresso or you just need single shots for a latte machine, stuff like that, good solution. Sleek design, long battery life, easy to use, and also super quiet. One of the quietest coffee grinders I've ever tested. So overall, I like this. Nice, simple product from Nuttii.